Okay, hey guys, so welcome to this tutorial. This is obviously going to be on this tag here, which is, I don't know, Gia Witch. I think that's what it's called. That's what the render is called, which is here. So this is the finished product. So I just applied the image up here, so there's obviously nothing in it. So this is what I finished with. I couldn't add any text. I was struggling to get text. But I'm just going to do a quick tutorial on how I made this tag. So I'm just going to go all the way down to the bottom and start. So I always start with a nice black background. And wait, if I just expand these, I'm just going to get rid of all of these first. Select groups unselected, and that should be fine. So first of all, I put my render in, and this I put it here. So there's just a Gia Witch render, sorry. And then wait until I need to try and find where all my here they are. Right, so and then I started to put like the stuff behind, so like the background effects in. So I didn't put any C4Ds in this time, I just put other Gaia things in. So I put a sort of dragony looking thing in. Then I put like one of the other ones with all like these little orb sort of fly things. I think, if I'm right, yeah. So this one here that I'm putting in there, this is just this tag but expanded out a lot. This next one is just the same, just off to the left. As you can see, this bit here is this bit here. Then I added this little sort of lantern orb thing here. Then I added just a sort of little bit because I didn't really want that like breast showing just there, so I sort of covered that up. Then last of all, I just added a sort of little blue bit coming off here, and that was the basis of my thing. So that's like the whole tag basically. Then I started to add like shade and colors and blah blah blah. So next of all, I just like got a dark soft brush, like black, sorry. And then just went really lightly around the outside, and that's on a 24% opacity, just on a normal. Then I added a few little stars, as you can see, there and there and there. Then I added like some lights, which I'll just put them all up here. So I added all these lights in. I'm just gonna drop those groups back. Then I added like a splatter thing. As you can see, it looks very stupid with the white. So then I applied the image and made it bigger. And then it's quite hard to notice. You can still see it if you're looking, but it's just like blends in a lot more, which is good. Then I added it just in here, if you watch, just a sort of light little blue. Then I added some more lights. These are just really dull lights, so these are on a opacity of 22. Then I darkened up the whole thing because it was really light, so I thought I need to darken up. So then this one was above the render this time, so it included the render in its darkening. Then I started to add, this is in a new group by the way, all the lights. So I added some pink lights, and this is on opacity of 100%. Then I added some purple lights, which is also on the opacity of 100%. Red lights, I guess is 46 opacity. Blue lights, 100%, and then finally black for the shadows, and that was on 100% as well. So then I added more shading to there, and then I added a light source, which was coming from up the top here. So I put that in. Then I added all my loads of gradient maps and photo filters, vibrance and curves. So I always use the same gradient maps, which I will show you now. I click gradient map, and then the basic ones I use are this red and black one, green and black one, yellow and black one, and then this orange and purple one. So I'm just going to delete that gradient map there. So yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to go through these. These are all on pretty low opacity. So the first one's on a 12% opacity. So I'm just going to go through all these like slowly. The next one's on a 14% opacity, 20%, 9%, and 4%. So this is what it's done to the piece. Added, boom, really helps the blending. Then I added my photo filters. This one's on 100%. I think all these are on 100%. So the first one's like a sort of orange, the next one's like a pink, the next one's like a purpley, I think, and the last one's like a black to dull the whole piece down a little. Then I've got a vibrance layer, which is on 100%, which you can hardly notice the difference in, so I have no idea what I've really done. Let me double click. I've just turned the saturation and vibrance up a little bit. Then a curves layer on 100%, which really dulls the piece down and brings out the render in the middle. Then I added like, so I would like apply image, then filter other, oh you can't see it, oh Jesus, right, if I just, oh God, what am I doing here? Right, if I go there, then go filter other, the first one I did was maximum, which I'll show you what it does. It does this, so if I zoom out, that's what it does. So it gets all the colours and just puts them into dots. And that's on 12%. Then I did a high pass, which is also found in filter other. Then I did minimum, which really darkens the piece, but it's on a really low opacity, so it's hard to see. Then I added shading, but I accidentally kept my border on there, so I applied the border as well. Then I think that was topaz I added, but it's really hard to notice because it was just really like light topaz. And then I added more shading or light to the render to really make that render stand out. So that's us nearly done. So next I'm just going to check the time. So that's been 7 minutes, pretty long tutorial. You don't even notice how time flies really with this. Next I added like dull lights, and just a couple there. These are all in really low opacities. Well, when I say low, I mean like below 100. Then I added more, so I'll just sort of go through all these and make sure to put them all on. So this is what it looked like without all these, and then when I added them, this is what it looks like. Bam. So it really brightens the piece up at the bits I'm trying to brighten. Then I added exposure layer, which brightened the whole piece up because I found it was a little dull. Then vibrance to make the colours stand out a little more. Then a curves layer to dull it back down again. So if I take away the exposure, it's really dark, but then it keeps it light. And then these rectangles are just my borders, but obviously the borders are already there because the image has been applied with the borders on earlier, and then that was just my piece to show you at the start. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. That was just to show you the basics of how I made this tag. This tag you'll be able to find probably in my DeviantArt, which is AAA13XXX at deviantart.com or something like that. So that's my name on DeviantArt if you want to find this piece, which I will be posting up there later today. So yeah, remember, if you've not already hit that subscribe button, hit that, it really helps me out. Also like the video, and you can share it with your friends on Google Plus if you like. For every share, if you tag me in it, like plus Clash with Style, it'll pop up on my feed, and then I'll give it a +1 for you guys. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I will see you guys later.